we'll jump into our main topic.
I need to make a sound for that.
Yeah, we'll talk about for the next 15 minutes about our main topic, and that is, where is Kendrick Lamar?
Somebody need to post that. That man is living his life making music. I think he's making music. I like how y'all got quiet and looked at me for this answer, but
I think he's making the best album we've ever heard.
Because hasn't he left? Isn't he done with TDE?
Yeah.
This is his last one, right?
Yeah,
This will be his last one on TDE.
Yeah.
Oh, he better go crazy.
Yeah, he probably about to drop the best album we've ever heard.
I think he finna drop his last album. That's me personally.
What makes you say that?
Because it, the gap of time, also how like, just his overall presentation of like, it seems like he's trying to pass it off to his cousin Baby King.
Yeah,
it seems like he's trying to hop into like producing media. He's more into visuals now than he was. Like, he's no longer like, I'm gonna give you 64 bars, like the heart part 64. Like, he's just chilling. He's like, I'm gonna turn this phone off and I'm gonna play with my kid, and then I'm gonna just like, I don't know, stare at the sun.
Because he got engaged, had his child. Yeah. You know, like, he's doing a lot of.
I hate that song, but it's a really cool.
Oh my
God,
I know, me too.
God,
me too. I hate that song.
Oh my God,
they ruined that shit.
The video
God,
was nice though.
Me humble. No.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like he definitely went on.
That's hard. That song's just terrible, man.
I'm going to go live my life, and then I'm gonna come back so I can have something about it. Because I feel like a lot of people were getting tired of Kendrick because he was always doing like black, very black music. We love it. Yeah. And as a black person, sometimes you get tired of hearing that. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah, sometimes you get tired of hearing the
pro-blackness.
Yeah, you just like, okay, we get it.
But
okay.
He caught at the right time. That's
he
why
did.
That's why he made Damn. He was
did.
like, let me show Drake and Cole that I can do this too. I know how to make a song. I know how to make a hook. I know what the trap drums do. Yeah. And let me get out of here. Like,
I think Kendrick knows, like, is very aware how special he is. Like, very aware that he's the best. Like, he's the best we've seen since the Hove, Pac, Nas, Big.
The golden era.
Yeah. He's the best we've seen. Like, he's the best.
He's one of my favorite storytellers.
He's top 5 ever, forever. Mm-hmm. I put him with Wayne, Hove. Like, that's who he's with.
5. Now I'm a Kendrick stan. I feel like I can name 5 that I'll put in front of him, and I can justify it. Right now, I could probably do it because I've been thinking about this lately. So I will put. I know it sounds controversial. Yeah. Actually, let me start out with the more agreeable ones. I'm putting Hove in front of him.
Okay.
Even though I don't like his music, I'll put Nas in front of him just because. Pop, Big, M. What's another one? Just in case people get weird about Eminem being like in the top 5.
Yeah, because
Andre 3000. Those are 5 rappers
so
that I
will
put in front of
So the only 2 I agree with would be Hove and Andre 3 Stacks.
You disagree with Nas?
No, I wouldn't put him above Nas. I mean, I wouldn't put Nas above him. Not even close.
Really?
Nas does one thing, rap. That's it.
I agree with that. Okay, then that's where you kind of got to set the terms of when you mean making music,
even rap wise, Nas don't rap better than Kendrick.
Like, I don't even like. See, don't make me defend Nas because I don't even like Nas like that. But like,
well, then if Nas, you don't like him, then why would you put him?
Because I respect his pen. Like,
so, but
he wrote Illmatic at 19. That's hard.
Yeah, but Kendrick wrote Good Kid, Mad City.
Huh?
Kendrick wrote Good Kid, Mad City, which is probably top 10 hip hop albums ever.
But let's be honest, like, Kendrick almost bled into, and we were talking about this before, that Eminem lane, because he rapped just like Eminem when he was really young. He wanted to be M or he wanted to be Wayne on every verse.
Yeah.
So he just so happened to get with the right people to teach him how to make a song. Because I remember I would try to play Good Kid, Mad City, and it was like, oh, bro, that's the dude who like messed up that Chris Brown song. Or he will hop on a record that's really chill and ruin it. So that's why I respect lyricism. Yes. Song making ability. Yeah. Kendrick's probably top 10, probably 5 to me.
So yeah, lyricism, I put him at 3.
3?
Maybe 2.
Nas?
Nah. No.
Bro, he won a Pulitzer Prize, bro.
First of all, that What's Free's verse from Jay-Z puts him at 1 for me. Wayne gotta go there. Because Wayne has been consistent for
I could flip flop him easily. I could flip flop Wayne and Kendrick easily.
I gotta put Wayne first.
Putting out more music doesn't make you a better rapper.
You're not gonna put my son in front of me though. This is how I feel about it.
But Kendrick has surpassed, bro. Kendrick won a Pulitzer Prize
For sure.
That is for authors. That's for people that write classic books.
I agree.
They gave it to him for a rap album.
He is a great storyteller.
He's a great. I will give you that.
He is a very great storyteller.
He
I
gave
gotta put
you
Wayne first.
First of all, he gave you To Pimp a Butterfly,
Man, what?
which is probably one of the
Give me that dog.
craziest rap albums ever made, and I will never forget y'all hated on it. I don't
Indeed.
forget, and I
Lame.
won't
Hate
forget.
it, bro.
Throwing tomatoes.
I
Niggas
will-
told me to turn it off.
I will
was
never
hurt.
To Pimp
forget
a
it.
Butterfly was hard.
I will never forget it. You not gonna hate on Kendrick, and then 3 years later say it's the best hip hop album ever made.
No.
Because
I
it dropped
don't-
at the right time though. That
Yeah.
was when we were entering like Lemonade 444, this era of pro
Yeah.
blackness.
Yeah.
I do have a question
But-
for Henry though,
What?
because Henry doesn't really fool with Kendrick.
I don't listen to Kendrick.
Yeah, I consider that not fooling with Kendrick. So,
I mean, that makes sense. I would agree
so
with that.
why? What is? I guess what does he lack enough for you not to listen to?
Man, I ain't trying to hear that, and I'm playing.
One is the lack of me just not spending time to dive into Kendrick's music. And why?
But-
I just haven't.
But what doesn't attract you to it? Because it's something. Because I can. That's like, who is an artist that you want me to listen to? That I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to it, but then I don't ever take the time to listen to it.
Well, with Kendrick, right now, I'll just say from what I can tell, obviously great lyricist. You know, everything that y'all say, I would agree just from like what I see. Like, okay, I can tell he is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, cool. As far as why I don't listen to him, like I said, half is just I've never took the time to. Now I have listened to every album he has put out, but it's not I'm always listen to this or I'm
Not
gonna go
bought
back
into
to
the
it. Like I
story
listen
yet.
to
You might not be bought it. Sometimes you gotta catch.
It could be that,
You know.
or I don't know. I always just said, you know, one day I'm gonna really dive into it, and I've yet to do it. I don't have a drive to do that yet for some reason.
No, that's why I was asking. Because
Yeah.
it's like you were sitting here and we're like, yeah, Kendrick did it, and it's like you're kind of just like,
Yeah. This
No.
is I can't really participate in this convo, or else I'll literally be like, I'm BSing, acting like I listen to his music, but I don't really listen to his music. I know some of his music, but I don't know all his music. But
So
you know, one day I hope I really wish to dive into his music. I
So-
just have yet to do that yet.
because I'll be wondering what sets aside,
Like why? Just
So I
I've
think-
yet to do that.
not necessarily particularly you, but just like in general, like if everybody's just like, yeah, we love this artist, and one person's just like, nah, you know, everybody kind of hates him. I'll be like, okay, well,
See,
what
that's-
is it that they lack for you not to listen to him?
I feel like that's how I am about a lot of people.
I feel that way about Cole personally.
Like, see, I can't say the same.
Yeah, I
but
can't say that either.
but Cardi, I hate Cardi. Shit get on my fucking nerves. Young Thug get on my fucking nerves.
I like Young Thug.
Like, but it's because it's not for
That's just not
me.
for you.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah, this
I wanna
might
hear somebody
not
rap.
This might not be for me. I want to hear somebody rap too.
I know you
love
personally, it's not.
I love lyrical. I love lyrical. If you want to throw in the lyrical rap category, I love lyrical rap just as much as the next guy. Trust me. But for some, I don't know, for some reason, I never got that connection. Great artist.
I
from
feel like
news
the
I've
way-
heard. Great artist.
I feel like the way that Kendrick brings his imagery is what you don't connect with. Because I know the lyrical rappers that you do listen to, and comparing them to who you listen to and the other lyrical rappers that you don't listen to, I feel like, yeah, the way he delivers his imagery is what you don't connect to.
Could be.
Plus the
I hate
beats
this
are different.
song.
I can't think
Really?
of what song this is.
Yeah. All right.
All right, hard as shit.
All right.
Like-
hard. We was thumping that through the protest. Those
Yeah,
were
yeah.
hard. That was one of the songs.
I think I
At
like
its
the beat
times,
and the
it's
horns.
hard, but like
Yeah.
if it was to come on shuffle, I'm not listening.
See, if you get away from his very pro-black era movement and like his mainstream, I hate to say it like that, but pro-black, like To Pimp a
Butterfly is amazing.
is
Top-
I wouldn't call
top-
it mainstream, but like
Top 10, if not top 5.
the
albums.
production of it, his lyrics, it's nice. Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh yeah, now that was amazing.
Great.
Yeah,
the
amazing.
imagery, like I feel like I was in the van with him while he's over here doing all his hood rat stuff with his friends and getting
pure
See,
pressure.
yes.
Yeah,
See,
that's
that's
a lot
Sherane?
harder.
The peer pressure.
See, songs like that is what make me kind of confused when you say Nas is better than Kendrick lyrically. Because lyricism is not just putting words together.
Sure.
Lyricism also is like the ability for you to make somebody feel like they sitting there with you.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, they about to
Okay,
get
we
caught.
were thinking two different things. I'm thinking just technically, because technically,
But even technically, like if we want to talk to like just like rhyme schemes and like entendres and just like
you're
Kendrick
not gonna like that list though. Like if we really just went through who's technically the best rappers,
so
there are gonna be some really gross names up there.
Yeah, I mean, not really gross. It would still be great. Most people that make great music and like great music, are great rappers. So like my list of like greatest lyricists would be like number one would be like Black Thought, who is from like the Roots, who make amazing music. Another one would be Hove, who has made great music his whole life. Another one is Andre 3000. I mean, Kendrick, Cole. I mean, they all make great music.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd put Cole top 5 lyricists of all time.
Oh wait,
no, I wouldn't put Cole
actually
top 5.
something my friend we were just talking about the other
story
day
too.
is. I think it was right when this came out. Joey Badass dropped All American Badass or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, he kind of hated this album because Joey Badass kind of had the same concept and the same effort at the same time, and one just took crazy and overshadowed the other one.
Yeah.
So much that I didn't even know Joey Badass dropped that record until like a year later, and
Which is also a great album.
yeah, my bad.
That album's great too. But
Don't worry, we've dropped, kicked, screamed, stomped on.
But it's just
flipped.
Like Kendrick is, to me and to a lot of people, Kendrick is top 2. And sometimes he's not 2.
Because even if we go off of his mainstream albums, his mixtapes were great.
Yeah. Like
Section
so the first song
Section 80.
The first song I ever heard from Kendrick was Ignorance is Bliss.
Oh,
Man,
that's such a great
overly
introduction.
dedicated.
No, I got so triggered because I remember Lupe Fiasco was hating when Damn came out. He was like, "Hey, this man he copied my whole flow," like he was doing that. And he was like, there was a lot of people who were like, "Well, Kendrick Lamar isn't a rapper. He tells stories, but he's not a rapper." And I was like, "That's not true. If you go back to Ignorance is Bliss, those puns, those flips are crazy."
Yeah, or like rigor mortis. Like all you gotta play is rigor mortis if somebody says Kendrick Lamar is not a rapper.
That was Rap Nerd Kendrick.
Yeah,
when he would just want to be the best rapper in the world.
That's what
Rigor
I'm saying.
mortis was beautiful.
And he still shows that sometimes. Like he still like the song "You" on Damn, or is that To Pimp a Butterfly?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, the song "You" on To Pimp a Butterfly, where he's literally blacking out and saying.
That's more of a story.
Craziest. It is a story.
It's more so
but
a
it's
story
just the rhyme schemes of it are crazy. Like just the impact of it, the emotion in it. Like lyricism is not just putting words together.
Absolutely. No. But
rapping is not just putting words together.
I think it was the right person with the right team because like I think about like one person that I think is not necessarily on par lyrically, but like Vince Staples has been nice since he was like 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
And constantly been like since Hive all the way to like Lil Fade. He's hitting punchlines where I'm like, if Kendrick said like half the stuff he was saying, we'd be like, "Oh, bro, he's the GOAT, he's the greatest X, Y, and Z." But since you don't have a certain team or a certain narrative around you, you just don't get as visible.
And I don't even know, like with Kendrick, like his team does have a lot to do with it, but his team doesn't affect the creativity behind his music.
Yeah, because Punch let him do
whatever he wants. Because it's Kendrick. You don't have to give him direction.
I think he was pushed to write music though, like actually make songs though.
Yeah,
because it was weird.
But I don't think that came from his team. I think that came from who he got in the studio with.
I think it was the reaction he was getting from people though. Because like I remember watching Academics when I was really young, and seeing like him do he did a segment where it was like Kendrick Lamar was like performing like early before even Good Kid, Mad City, and like the crowd was like, "Stop! This is not good." Because
he's just rapping too much.
Because he was a nerdy Eminem, Royce
he was
the
a
5'9" type
backpack rapper.
He was, and it's a lot of people just took it as corny.
Yeah.
But then he got around the right people, probably Dre, and like learned how to make a good record happen.
Yeah. But the thing is like, is even when he was doing that rap, like, you know, most people that rap like that sound and say corny ass shit.
True.
Yeah.
Even when Kendrick was about like his C4 mixtape. Yeah. That's all he's doing. It's just backpack rap. He's fucking just rapping his ass off.
Yeah.
But it's never corny because he's still saying really dope shit. And there's never like a offline. There's never like a, you know, like a filler or like a filler line or like a weird pause that normally makes shit corny. There was never that. He was just a super, just like always been honest and was always honest about his life. Like even like his honesty is also what puts him up there for me. Like, cause he's even like Good Kid, Mad City. Like he tells you in there, like I'm never violent except when I'm with the homies. And that's like a real thing. Like you can relate to that. There's people that are exactly like that. Where it's like, if you caught me out when I was out here by myself and you did something to me, I probably wouldn't do nothing. But I'm with the homies and they can't see me act like that.
Yeah.
So now I gotta kill you.
That's a real statement. Yeah, that's a real statement.
That's what I'm saying. So now I gotta kill you because you hurt my pride.
I gotta go back to the album now.
But that's like the whole thing behind Good Kid, Mad City. Like I'm a good kid, but this city won't let me be that.
That album was
and that's why the album's
that
so
was a
great.
great album.
County Building Blues. Oh,
yeah,
man.
like
some great records.
Yeah, but
so
like,
good.
Like this, like that shit is just amazing. Like just his honesty and.
Because you got a lot of kids that live that life.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got
in
a lot
any
of
city.
you got you got a lot of good kids that are in a rough city that got to do rough shit
to get back.
And on and on the inside, like there's a reason there's kids in Chicago walking around with guns at 13. It's because they want to make it home. It's not because they want to kill somebody, but it's because if they walking home and they get caught by the wrong person on the wrong block, that person gonna have a gun and they gonna have ill intentions. And that's what Kendrick brought to really put in his music. Like he if you think about it, he's the first. Like he's not the first one that did it, but he's the first one that made it so mainstream. Yeah, where it's like, man, there's a lot of good kids out here that are just in rough situations that got to do rough shit to survive.
I'm sorry. This was a really great song also. Him and SZA, All the Stars. Great. And I love that he did the production or the music behind Black Panther. That was beautiful.
That was good.
So it just shows, I think Kendrick Lamar definitely shows us that he has a wide range that he can get into and how he can make music.
Also about 3 more minutes with this topic.
But like his honesty, lyricism, artistry, all that shit, you put all that together, you got the best rapper alive. There's a reason why when he says shit like that, nobody says nothing.
Touche.
Yeah, nobody really does like try to.
Who's gonna question it?
Ooh, actually, that kind of brings a good point where like I kind of wanted one thing that would probably put him closer to that number one spot for me is we never saw him battle. And a lot of my favorites that I will stand behind Hove because if you really tap Hove, he won't just subliminal you. He'll actually go on record and diss you. Yeah. And I thought Kendrick has that in him.
But see, we never got to see it. He tried to bring it out and nobody would say nothing.
That is true.
He did control.
Yeah, because you ever say did he call out people?
And he wanted to see it.
Yeah. And it was quiet.
Because he was waiting. He was baiting. Yeah. He was like, please say something. Because I've been waiting to kill one of y'all. And he said it.
They were quiet.
I really wanted Sean to step out. I wanted Sean to step out because I thought that would have been a good battle.
He'd have got murdered.
Oh yeah.
Big Sean getting slaughtered.
But Big Sean's a battle rapper.
He getting slaughtered.
He raps like a battle rapper.
Yeah, but he getting slaughtered.
I don't know if it's gonna be slaughter.
He getting slaughtered. He tried to tempt Drake with the BT freestyle. Said he was gonna tuck the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. He was looking for that.
Man, it was gonna get bad. I was so hyped when that came out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, please diss me. Yeah. He been waiting on it, but people know, like they know, like don't do it.
Yeah. So to conclude this topic, just to get back to the subject, we expecting a Kendrick album this year?
No.
I am.
If it is, it's at like the end of the year.
Yeah.
Bro, can we go a little over an hour for this episode, bro?
A little bit.
I was about to say, because I don't feel like this topic's over with, bro. I love Kendrick.
We
gotta have a whole hour.
I don't want to mess up your vibe, so we can talk about it off camera. But yeah, I really love getting into Kendrick discography.
For this time, I'll give y'all another 5.
Yay!
That's gonna do a lot. But
so rap your favorite Kendrick verse right now. I'm not playing.
This is rigor mortis, and it's gorgeous when you die.
Pull up in the Sri Lanka. No,
hell no. All right, you can end it.
What? Am I a Kendrick fan?
Just to add on something to this subject, and this will be also happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Yesterday would be the Super Bowl, and apparently, we're recording this a week before the Super Bowl, but apparently Kendrick's supposed to drop a record during the Super Bowl. Or
Yeah, he's doing halftime.
Yeah. So
he should have turned it
just
down.
what's our thoughts about that if he does.
I'm excited to see what he's gonna come out with because
It would be a great start for an album rollout.
Yes.
it
The
will.
That'll be a
Super Bowl?
huge, that's a huge start.
If he does, then that would be great. But I'm excited to see what he's going to bring out because he hasn't like.
I'm just waiting on the hard.
He hasn't
part
really
6.
been on
Yeah, he hasn't really been seen. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm wondering what like
type of time
what
you on.
songs he gonna do
Oh, it's
because
gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna do like a great
Oh,
mixture of all his songs,
gonna
but it's
be
just
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how he's gonna come out. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why I am gonna watch the Super Bowl. But
Yeah. I'll probably cast the show.
yeah, like I'm excited to see how he's gonna come out. Like I don't know where.
You coming over?
Oh, y'all throwing a Super Bowl party?
Yeah,
Oh, what the hell, yeah.
yeah. Pull up. I took Monday off.
I ain't mad at you.
Smacked
I
for the
ain't
Super
mad
Bowl. I'm about to get smacked.
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't-
Super Bowl.
But that's why I think he's. I think that's why I think he's gonna drop because I've been like someone
So
like
great.
him. You see
Yeah.
things started lining up. Like you saw him with Baby King.
Yeah.
You see the features.
The
You
P-
see him
the PG
performing
Lane.
at like
Yeah.
Rolling
Yeah.
Loud and
Yeah.
the PG Lane.
Yeah.
So when everything dropped, it's gonna be album release of this show. X, Y, and Z
Yep.
tour announcement.
I would
yeah,
definitely go.
it's
I would
definitely
definitely go
gonna
to the
be on
concert
machine,
if the
which
album
I gotta
is.
see him because I feel
is-
like
Oh yeah, I would definitely go to. Oh yeah, we went to.
We for sure lost.
Amsterdam.
No, we went to TDE, so all of
That-
TDE
oh, that's what it was.
performed.
That's
But
what it
I've
was.
been to a
And
Kendrick
Rob was
Lamar
hard.
concert. I went to go see. I did go see Damn. I went with my friend Tiffany Harris. Shout out Tiffany.
Oh, I bet that was
like
amazing.
just spare the moment. Like we bought. I bought a $60 ticket, and like we was at the top, but it was just
Amazing.
yeah.
good, yeah.
Like because I love the different personalities he brings with each tape.
Yeah.
So I think what
You
we
never.
on?
That's another thing. You never
Yeah.
know who you gonna get.
Yeah, literally. So what we was on Damn, it was what Kung Fu Kenny.
Yep.
yeah.
Beautiful. Like he had like people doing martial arts, like space
Yeah.
out for that, flips, karate kicks, all that shit. No, like all
That's
that.
why it takes him so long to drop music.
And that's what I love. I love that he creates
He
a
has to-
personality
Like he
along with the
reinvents
tape.
himself. That's why it takes him so long.
And I think
Him and Tyler are the best at that right
Yeah.
Yeah.
facts.
Yes.
Crazy.
and I think I resonate a lot more with Kendrick. I don't know how people feel about astrology, but Kendrick is a Gemini. And like just his thought process and how he like digs really deep into himself
Man, no.
is very like I connect with him on that because it's like if you genuinely know a Gemini or if you are a Gemini, you know you go through this whole process of they say we have twins. So I also think so I also think that's why he comes out with these I also think that's why he comes out with these different personalities because it's like we have this one person of us and then it's like this other part of us where it's just like, damn, we do all this and we do this and we do this. But I just love how he kind of brings that into his music because it's like he is going hard on himself. That is his thoughts. That is his thought process. And I fuck with that because it's just like, damn, I be feeling the same way.
It's also like, oh, God damn, I love that song.
How do you come up with that beat, the clinking bottles?
But it's
like,
just such raw
because
emotion.
he's
Like,
and
it's
I
just
think
raw
I appreciate
emotion.
that he brings that to his music because a lot of people are very like, well, I'm gonna talk about this shit, but like, I ain't gonna talk about this shit. And it is a spotlight on him. It's not anybody else. It's like, yeah, this is the shit I'm going through. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing right. This is what I ain't doing right. And I'm about to put that in my fucking music. I mean, I know a lot of people do it, but like, it was just so raw, and I appreciate that he does that because he does that in a lot of his music. But that's the music that people don't listen to. That's the songs people
That's the
don't get
album
into.
cut.
That's it. Yeah,
That's what makes his albums great.
I don't think you can play you during the stadium. It would be too many
No.
sad niggas in there, bro.
Boy, I would
No, you
go-
can't play that because a lot of people don't be ready for it.
crazy.
But like people don't understand being gang affiliated and putting on record. I let my homie down.
Yeah.
Like I slipped up and someone died over it. And I can't let that go.
Yeah.
Like that's just a whole.
Or like even his skits. Like even his skits had that raw emotion in it.
Now that
Exactly.
Kendrick, Peasy head Kendrick was giving you 64 bars, no hook.
Oh God.
Absolutely.
But we love Baby Kendrick.
Absolutely.
But that's like even the skits on like Good Kid, Mad City, where he's like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of running. Like all that shit. Like that's real. Like that was probably raw. He probably really felt like that. Cause Kendrick was not out the hood when he made Good Kid, Mad City. He was still in that bitch.
And I like that, like he put his parents on the tape, and
That's
he
what
was
I'm
like,
saying,
my mama who like, I need to go to the food stamp office. Like you playing with like come on, get home. Like
And he's talking about like Master Splinter's daughter. Like,
Sherane. I went to go fuck with Sherane, and now I'm about to get popped.
That's what I'm saying. But it's all like the thing that made the reason he connected so quick on like in LA, and the reason they, all like even all the LA greats was like held him to the top. They like he the one. Like he the best. Dre, Game, Snoop, like they was all like this the one. But it's because shit like that where he's talking about shit that really happened to you on a like damn near everyday basis when you from LA or South Central or wherever you from, gang affiliated neighborhoods where you just going to get some pussy. Like you just going to fuck with this girl.
That's all. You about to get
And now you
break.
get impressed because they don't know where you from.
Them boys on my head.
Like,
man.
bro,
This
I'm
my
literally
mama
down the
car.
street and around the corner.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Where your grandmama stay?
where your grandmama stay, where your daddy stay,
Yeah.
and where your mama stay.
Yeah. Like, you better get up out there. I'm going to snatch you
nigga.
out that motherfucker.
Nigga, chill. I'm
Like, I
just
don't
here
need,
for
I don't need like
Sherane.
tell the police where I stay. What am I gonna tell you for?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So
it's
yeah,
just great. Just great. I'm always excited to hear Kendrick.
and it was
No matter what he's doing.
I think what's so cool is that like our generation got to like hear the start and like the middle.
Oh, we watched it.
Yeah, like we watched it, and I
Watched
think that's why I appreciate his music also. Because like I was
I think it was
14
great.
listening to this
Yeah.
like Poetic Justice. Crazy.
Oh yeah, that was
That was such a cool ass song.
that was a cool song.
It was such a cool song.
Yeah.
That's one of those songs that just make you feel cool.
It's very nostalgic. Like
Yeah.
I was in what? When this come out?
This ain't Poetic Justice, by the way.
Oh, what is it? I was good.
This is when like the artistry really started showing.
When did Poetic Justice come out? Because I need
That was
to.
2012. No,
I'm thinking 2014 off the top of my head. But
24.
No, it's
feel like-
2012. It was on Good Kid, Man City.
Oh yeah, 2012. 2012.
Poetic
12.
Justice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poetic Justice on Good Kid.
Why
Man
does that feel like it came out so much
I was about to
later?
say, I swear it was
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that song is kind of timeless though.
Yeah.
And like with Drake
that's a
on
decade
it,
ago.
like
Yeah.
that was one of those that intersection.
Don't it come out right after Swimming Pools?
You got
Yeah.
I gotta look
That's
up.
another thing. Like his sequencing.
Yeah.
His sequencing is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's never wrong.
Yeah. Even though Swimming Pools worked really good as a hit,
Yeah.
and like you didn't realize, I didn't realize it as a kid, but until I went back to that song, I was like, it was kind of like that Andre 3000 thing. Like,
Yeah.
y'all don't want to hear me, you just want to dance. And it's
Yeah.
like people are grooving to a song called Swimming Pools
Yeah.
about a dude being an
Aholic.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What's the
Poetic
order?
Justice is right after Money Trees. Money Trees is a
Money
good ass
Trees?
Yeah,
song.
Money Trees.
And it's the only
That
song.
J-Rock verse.
It's one of
That
the
was
only
crazy.
songs.
Hungry. Sounded hungry.
It's the
on that
only
verse.
song I've ever heard Kendrick get washed on. J-Rock watched him on that
J-Rock
song.
wrote that. He
J-Rock.
wrote that.
That beat was made for J-Rock.
Yeah.
And it made me mad because I didn't get into J-Rock until like years later.
Who also makes really good albums.
And does.
Yeah.
Everybody on TDE makes really good albums. They're an album label.
Yeah, they definitely are.
They put out albums.
Definitely.
So still rap.
Yeah, he still raps.
I think he just
He
takes
makes
time.
good albums, but he's the nerdy rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he stayed in that lane.
Yeah, he's the nerdy rapper.
Like,
and he's
when-
really good at it.
When they did Black Hippie, I felt like that's what they wanted to be.
Yeah.
And then like we picked Kendrick, and they were like, Kendrick was the hype man. He was like little bro for the longest.
Yeah.
To J-Rock, yeah.
So then when they were like, oh no, we want him. It was like him. Okay.
This
we,
man?
We gonna restructure. No one was hating.
Yeah.
No one got mad when.
But the funny thing is Top always knew.
yeah,
Top always knew it was gonna be Kendrick.
Who he said?
Yeah.
It's always the quiet ones.
Plus, like the song Duckworth. It's just Kendrick's story.
You kept that in a tuck for how long?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you telling me
I'm
your
mad.
dad got robbed by Top, and you just holding this in?
And then made your whole family a millionaire.
That's what I'm saying.
And then some.
And then they didn't know each other until they didn't realize it was the same person until they met in the studio.
That
You know
is
how
crazy.
crazy of a story that is.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
They used to rob the store I worked at all the time. They came in there one time, robbed it, didn't pop me because I gave them extra biscuits.
But that's a story. That's a cool ass story though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how could you possibly keep that?
Because
tucked that
your
long?
family could have.
But that's why I always feel like Kendrick's never gonna stop because I feel like he has 20 years planned out.
I changed my mind. You're right.
It always feels
He might be
so.
number one storyteller.
It always
Oh,
feels
definitely.
so
I changed my mind.
planned. It always feels so planned.
It does.
Like I feel like he kept that story tucked for so long because he knew it was supposed to go on. Damn.
Wait, the ending to the Pimp a Butterfly where he was talking to Tupac.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
Not anyone can do that. First of all, a lot of people are getting shitted on if you just I'm interviewing Pac at the end of my album.
Yeah,
like
but
you have to
it was
be
the
in
fact.
the culture.
It was the fact that it was like a never before heard Pac interview.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, bro, how did you get this?
Yeah,
bro.
That's crazy.
And then the jazz underneath, bro, and like when you
And
hear
it's just the story behind it. Like, listen what he's saying. Like, shit is fucking insane, bro. If Kendrick not,
I know you're trying to close that.
if Kendrick not top 5, I don't know who is. I don't agree. I don't want to hear your list if Kendrick not top 5. No disrespect.
No, I feel you.
But if Kendrick ain't top 5 on your list, I don't want to hear.
Now
it.
you got me thinking about it. I might change that list.
Because there's not a lot of rappers that can do what he does. There's probably not any rappers that can do what he does.
I was looking. I didn't see the little red thing.
It's like
Me neither. Is it up there?
Yeah, it's up there. And I was like, oh god, nah, we good.
I was gonna say, all right, little shit.
But
Is that Ron Isley?
Yes.
You can't just get Ron Isley
different.
chilling in your
He's
video.
different.
Bro, he put me on Thundercat.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
He put me
definitely.
on Thundercat.
Like, he different.
yeah, but let me shut up.
He different.
I love
Like,
Kendrick.
you just kicking with the Ozzy brothers.
It's cooling.
What?
I mean, Tyler just be with Charlie Wilson, just chilling.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I will say Charlie
Hey,
Wilson
Charlie,
be
get
everywhere
moved.
though.
he do.
that's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
he
great,
really be with Tyler.
Yeah, he
like
he's
great.
Cause he done been on like 2 or 3 of Tyler's
Yeah,
albums.
linking up with Tyler.
But like,
He done
great,
linked up with Amino.
great,
I mean, yeah.
great
He
artists
on tour
love
right now.
being around great artists.
Yeah.
Touche.